Well, good morning and happy Monday to you guys. Hope everyone had a good Easter holiday. Just wanted to hop on here and give you a little update about the rain coming in later today and what you can expect for the rest of your work week. It is the final week of April. Again, this video recorded just after 7:30, just in case you're watching it a little bit later in the day. Here's a look at your temperatures. Again, stepping out this morning, it was very mild. We were in the 60s. And as we get into the afternoon, it is going to be another very warm day. So temperatures generally going to range to low to maybe mid 80s here in the valley, low to mid 70s in some of the higher elevations along Walden Ridge and up through the Cumberland Plateau, especially up towards Altamont and Mount Eagle, maybe just a little bit cooler. But here's a look at your satellite radar, and what's going to be responsible for some of our rain chances later today. It's an approaching cold front. So this cold front is going to come through during the evening hours, and we'll have enough daytime heating plus a good flow coming in from the Gulf of Mexico to give us additional showers and storms to fire up. So again, the line doesn't look all that impressive as of now, and I think we could have a few strong to severe storms later on, depending on how much instability we can get with daytime heating, but certainly not looking at a whole lot of wind shear with this. So I'm not expecting any rotating storms, any tornado threat, but just some good classic thunderstorms, almost like what you would see in the summer, with maybe a severe storm here or there, but really not looking at much of a severe threat. Rain chance is really going to go up this evening. So after about 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern time, for your evening commute, that's when we're really going to be tracking out some of that wet weather. So you'll need to have that umbrella on hand and just be prepared for maybe a slowdown or two as you're heading home from work. So let's track it all out. Again, this is our latest in-house model. Usually performs pretty well with approaching cold fronts, so I do like to show it to you. So by 3 o'clock, notice a couple of showers and storms showing up, especially to the north and west of Chattanooga. That'll continue through much of the evening, becoming a little more widespread through the 5, 6, 7 o'clock hours. And then by about 11 o'clock in the midnight hour, we're just going to have a couple scattered showers, and that's kind of going to be the trend overnight. And then going into Tuesday, what's going to happen is this front's kind of going to stall out. So as we look, you can see more showers and storms going to pop up here across the Tennessee Valley, North Georgia, and the Carolinas. Don't think it's going to be an all-day washout, but we're certainly going to have those storm chances continuing and then tapering off late in the evening. And then the rest of the week, it's pretty much going to be daily storm chances, almost a summer-like pattern where you get the daytime heating and get some of those storms firing up. So here's a look at your latest severe weather outlook. This is actually for a Thursday, so we're going to switch it to today. I'm not sure why that happened, but we do have a level 1 out of 5 risk. You see me updating this graphic on the fly to get you the latest information. Switch that over to today. And again, this is mainly going to be south and west of Chattanooga. The ingredients aren't going to be all that favorable as we zoom out. Again, this goes all the way down to Jackson, Birmingham. That level 1 risk includes parts of northwest Georgia, Jackson, DeKalb counties, parts of middle Tennessee. Main concern here would be for gusty winds and maybe some small hail up to the size of quarters. So no tornado threat today, but low end threat that a few of these storms perhaps become severe. So we'll keep a close eye on that. As for rainfall amounts, this will go all the way through Wednesday morning, anywhere from 1/2 inch to up to an inch. Again, you get in some of those heavier downpours, certainly possible that some of you exceed an inch of rainfall, maybe even more than that over the next couple of days. Again, it's hard to pinpoint exactly where the heaviest downpours will develop, but this is still good news because the pollen counts has been astronomical, it feels like, and today it's going to be high again. Tree pollen really going to give you some issues. So this rain is a good sign. We need it. It's been dry, of course, the last 7-8 days, so any rain that we can pick up the next couple of days certainly is going to be beneficial. And it does look like the overall pattern is going to favor daily storm chances. Again, we can kind of take a look at this European model. Each afternoon, you'll notice the green kind of filling in. Again, this isn't high resolution, but it gives you an idea of where some storm chances may be. And then going into Thursday afternoon, once again, you see some of that green filling in, and that'll be the story Friday afternoon as well. So each day, we're going to have that summer-like pattern, essentially. It's going to be very warm. We'll have those daily storm chances, mainly during the afternoon and evening. So that's going to be the pattern we're sort of locked into moving forward. And then the next 6 to 10 days, which will close out the month of April, going to be somewhat active, but it looks like most of the stormy weather is actually going to be bottled up into the Central Plains. So traditionally, you have Tornado Alley really starting to ramp up this time of the year into May. That's where a lot of the severe weather is going to be, believe it or not. So it looks like through the next couple of days, through the end of April, the severe threat here isn't going to be overwhelmingly high because a lot of the systems are going to be taking more of a northerly track with that high pressure situated off the Atlantic coast, which is certainly good news for us, but we'll still have some rain chances, which we also need. Next 7 days, temperature-wise, today may be the warmest day. The rest of the week will kind of bounce between the upper 70s, maybe a few days if we get more rain. It may kind of linger towards the mid 70s. So really not a whole lot of changes temperature-wise coming your way, and we are favoring warmer than normal temperatures kind of heading into the end of the month. So we'll likely have more days where we have those highs in the 80s here moving forward. So as we take a look at your 7-day forecast, a lot coming up this week. It's the last week of April. Earth Day's tomorrow. 423 Day is coming up on that would be Wednesday, I believe. So a lot of fun things happening. And yes, there are going to be some storm chances, but I don't think any given day is going to be a washout. You may have 30 minutes to an hour of rain. Some days you may stay dry. Again, it's going to be those hit or miss pop-up storms. I think towards Friday we may have a slightly higher coverage. This evening we may have a higher slightly coverage, and then maybe Tuesday as well. But the rest of the week it's just going to be scattered showers, and then we're going to trend drier kind of heading into your weekend. So that's a look at what you can expect this week. Again, forecast will change a little bit here and there, but certainly going to have some rain chances coming back in the picture. Much needed rain at that. And today that'll begin again after about 4 o'clock Eastern or 3 o'clock Central Time. So continue to check back throughout the day. Hannah will begin at noon and 4, and then of course Chief Meteorologist David Carnes in later this evening, tracking out all of the latest storms. So be sure to follow us on social media and be on the lookout for more videos throughout the week. Follow me and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a good day.